A nation divided. A fragile beginning, before 2012. In the heart of Africa lies the country of Central African Republic. Rich in gold, diamonds, and forests, but its people are poor. For years, the country struggled with weak governments, corruption, armed groups in rural areas. The president at the time, François Bozizé, was in power, but many people felt forgotten. Especially those living far from the capital, Bangui. The rise of Seleka, 2012 to 2013. In 2012, something changed. Different rebel groups came together to form backhand index pointing right Seleka, meaning alliance. They said, "We are tired of being ignored." They picked up weapons and marched toward Bangui. In 2013, they took the capital. President Bozizé fled. A new leader, Michel Djotodia, took power. For a moment, it looked like victory. Chaos and fear. But things went wrong. Seleka fighters began looting, killing, attacking civilians. Fear spread across the country. Villages burned. Families ran. The people who once hoped for change now lived in terror. The rise of revenge, anti-Balaka. Then came retaliation. Local fighters formed groups called backhand index pointing right anti-Balaka. They said, "We must defend ourselves." But revenge turned into violence. Now it wasn't just war. It became community versus community. Neighbor versus neighbor. Religion was used to divide people. Seleka mostly Muslim. Anti-Balaka mostly Christian. The country was breaking apart. International intervention. The world started watching. The United Nations sent peacekeepers. France sent soldiers. But the violence was already deep. Even with help, they couldn't stop everything. A new president, old problems, 2016. In 2016, a new leader came. Backhand index pointing right Faustin Archange Touadéra. He promised peace. And slowly, some parts of the country became calmer. But not everywhere. A country divided. Even after peace agreements. Armed groups controlled many regions. The government controlled mainly Bangui. Roads were dangerous. Villages were isolated. The war didn't end, it just became quieter.
New players, new power. Then came new forces. Russia entered the scene. Through groups like the Wagner forces, they supported the government. In return, they gained influence and access to resources. The government became stronger. Some rebels were pushed back. But new tensions appeared. New conflicts, 2023 to 2026. In the southeast, new militias formed. Groups like AAKG began fighting. Clashes continued. People still fled their homes. Even in 2026. Peace is not complete. The people. Amid all this, the real story is not about leaders. It's about the people. Children growing up in fear. Families losing homes. Communities trying to survive. But also hope, strength, and the dream of peace. Final message. This is not just a story of war. It is a story of a nation still fighting for peace. And one day, that peace will come.